Hey boys, what's going on? So, as the title suggests, I've got some unfortunate news as True Blue on their Facebook page has announced that Rugby League Live 3 has been delayed. So, I'll read through the post first off. So, contrary to previous announcements whereby we stated that Rugby League Live 3 would release in second quarter 2015, this will no longer be the case as the release date has now been delayed. We are working extremely close with BN Studio to try and complete the game as soon as possible and to try and provide you with a revised release date by True Blue. So, I've got to say first off, I'm surprised that they came out with this and used the word delay because they've been saying the whole time that the second quarter was just an estimate. It was never set in stone, so I guess they've basically done it because there's a lot of comments going around on Facebook and shit that people are like upset about the second quarters not coming true and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of silly people. I mean, I never really thought the game would be released then, but, a lot of people assumed the estimate was going to be correct. We don't know how long the delay will be, but some more info I gathered from previous comments from True Blue, if I can find it. So here we go. This is on the 22nd of June, he commented this. From True Blue. The game is finished but not completed. It's not adding new things, it's polishing what's put together in order to be ready for release. So, we can pretty much assume from that, and I already gathered this, but the game is basically done. Like, all the features, all the elements of the game are finished. They're not adding anything, but obviously bugs and stuff like that, minor hiccups you gotta fix, and obviously the major issue is getting approval and sponsorship, and that sort of, the real behind the scenes sort of nonsense is really holding up the project. So it's unfortunate news, not to be unexpected though. So yeah, that's pretty much it, but I'm also gonna if you want to click off the video now, that's pretty much the info done. But I'm just going to go through now my opinions on this and some of the issues I have. So, yeah, let's get started. I will say I'm very disappointed with this. Not the fact that the game is coming out later. That doesn't bother me at all. And I see a lot of comments on Facebook about, you should just wait till next year and have the updated rosters. I don't agree with that at all. Because the rosters are going to be out of date in a year anyway. If it was released today, right, by next year the roster is going to be outdated anyway, but that's what the fan hub's for. So it doesn't bother me that the roster is going to be outdated sooner, like a lot of silly Facebook comments are saying. But my biggest problem with this delay and the fact that they're going to release it probably around August, September, maybe October. I mean, if you go back through all of True Blue's Rugby League release dates, they're all like September, October, which is a terrible time to release a Rugby League game. It's terrible, because it's at the end of the season. It might be during finals times, but it's close to the end of the season. And what happens at the end of the season? The cricket season starts. So, obviously for me, and probably most of you guys watching, the hardcore fans, it doesn't matter. Probably going to play the game and like Rugby League through the whole year. But a lot more casual fans, they're probably casual fans of cricket, or maybe they like cricket better, so as soon as the football season finished, they're focusing on cricket. They're not really worried about football. They're not really worried about Rugby League. So there's a potential to lose a lot of market there. It would be much better to release Rugby League just before the season starts, or anywhere from the middle to, anywhere from the start of the season to the middle of the season. And obviously they would have to organise that in advance because, and I don't know why they can't. This is the thing I don't understand with True Blue, because obviously every game they've done, there's been hiccups with the approval and stuff like that. They've done it plenty of times to know how long this should take. So I'm a little perturbed that they've done the same mistake. And some people I saw this on the forum, someone commented, but like FIFA and Madden, they release their games so and so time, like at the end of the season or whenever they said, and like it's so stupid to compare it to like a FIFA and Madden, because when Rugby League becomes as big as NFL or soccer, and when Big Ant becomes as big as EA, then sure, release a game whenever. But seeing as though Rugby League is still a developing sport, I'd say, and the game it's not massive, you need to take advantage on bandwagoners. And I don't want to use that term like as a negative, but there's a lot of bandwagoners out there. Like, when the footy season's on, people love football. As soon as it's finished, they don't care about Rugby League. And same with like any sport or any team. Like, there might be a team that's playing really well and people will support it. That's what happens. So you got to take advantage of those more casual people while the season is still like in people's minds. So that's the biggest issue. And the other thing I'm annoyed about is the fact that they gave this estimate of the second quarter when it seems like that was never going to happen. Where you can just look at past titles, it never was going to happen that the second quarter was going to be released. So, it's disappointing that True Blue have done this. Honestly, my personal opinion, I don't mind. Well, actually, I don't care at all, because I can wait a couple of months. It doesn't really affect me. I'm expecting it to be like September. Hopefully August at the earliest, but September seems likely. But yeah, that's the unfortunate news. I'll keep you updated. Hopefully they actually give us a more concrete time frame they're looking at pretty soon, and hopefully they give us a trailer or maybe a demo in the fan hub to keep us over. But yeah, that's the news. Hope you guys wouldn't have enjoyed it, but stay tuned for hopefully new info coming up. But yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next one.